Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fresh episode of Talks Hit, baby. Tonight we got, the circle's complete tonight, man.
Yes, it is.
The goddamn circle's complete tonight. This has been a mission. This something that, me and Ash and Manny been working hard to make it happen, man. Whew, ladies and gentlemen, in the house, the Duke of the Wicked, Violent J's up in this motherfucker. Let's go, man.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Fucking Violent J, Florida Joe.
That's what I'm talking
That's
about,
right.
baby.
That's right. Fucking. Well, Jay, we
I got
got
my comedy gig tonight. Not a comedy gig, but a storytelling gig.
Oh, it's not stand up.
No, fuck no. I'm gonna set that record straight with the quickness. I don't do stand up. I mean, I did it that one time on Kill Tony.
I killed Tony.
As like a personal challenge, you know what I'm saying? But no, I ain't about to do no fucking stand up, man. That's why we called it. That's why we called the story. The show's And what happened was because it's stories. You know what I'm saying? Queasy came up with the name. And what happened was it's just the way these wrestlers are doing. You know what I'm saying? These old wrestlers, I love it because these guys are broke and they weren't doing this shit when I was a kid, but now these old wrestlers like Jake the Snake and them, they just tour around, they go to bars and basically tell stories, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of life on the road and shit like that. And we got a bunch of stories like that, you know what I'm saying? So first thing I do at these events is I say, look, man, I don't really like doing them at comedy clubs because people expect comedy.
Right.
And I don't really have funny stories. I have what I think are fresh stories, you know what I'm saying? If they're see, sometimes people don't understand where the stories are coming from. They have to understand they're coming from scrubs. You know what I'm saying? It's like the time I told the story about when I was kicking with Pamela Anderson, and Howard Stern was like, so you didn't hit it? And I was like, no. And he's like, oh, well, what are you telling us for? I'm like, you don't understand, brother. I'm a scrub from Detroit. Right? Kicking it with Pam fucking Anderson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the first way you got to look at the story. The fact that I didn't fuck her don't mean it wasn't fresh that I was in that bitch's ear for 3 hours that night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Spitting game. So you got my stories, I think, are fresh when you I hope people understand that they're coming from the perspective of a scrub, you know what I'm saying? Kid from Detroit with nothing, and that's what makes them cool. We ain't Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? We ain't the least bit Hollywood.
Well, check it out, Jay. Speaking of stories, on the Patreon, it was the first episode. You kept throwing out a story, and hey, you guys don't want to hear my Bret Hart story, and nobody was paying attention. I'm like, please say it, bro, please say it. But I don't know if you ended up saying it. What could you say that story real quick, so everyone could hear it?
It ain't, again, it's the perspective of a scrub. But we went to a wrestling convention, and you guys remember Ryan Shamrock?
Yeah.
The chick.
With
she
Ken,
was like Ken Shamrock's sister, I think. I don't know if she really is or not.
I think it was a lady.
Anyway, she was at the convention and Bret was all in her ear. They were kicking it hard at the bar, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, Bret, hit that shit. But so anyway, DDP saw me, you know what I'm saying? And DDP is my boy, but I'm not a yoga guy, you know what I'm saying? So as much as I respect his yoga, and I respect it as much as you can respect anything, I just know that I'm not a yoga guy, you know what I'm saying? So DDP was talking to me about yoga, because it would be helpful to me. I'm all fucked up. But
so hold up, he was talking about yoga from back in the day?
Huh?
He was talking about yoga from even like way back from
this ain't way back in the day. This was just a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he had me kind of cornered in the bar and he was talking to me and he was all animated and what he was saying and everything. But meanwhile, one of my boys was like, yo, Bret's up in the hotel room, wants to smoke a joint with us. You know what I mean? And I wanted to go smoke that blunt with Bret Hart. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know how to excuse myself from DDP to be like, yo, I want to go smoke a blunt with Bret Hart. You know what I mean? Because I ain't never met Bret Hart,
Right.
And so finally, I just was like, bro, I got to go. I just told him, I was like, man, Bret Hart's up there waiting to smoke a blunt. And I got to go smoke it with him, man. I want to meet him. You know what I mean? So we went up there and smoked a blunt with Bret Hart, which was the fucking shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Hell
I didn't
yeah.
even know he smoked weed, so that was cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I knew he
That's
was
what makes it even better. He probably don't, but he was doing it anyways.
I don't know, man.
He
Was, hey,
smoked that shit like
These
a new song.
motherfuckers, they hit like a joint, looks like a toothpick. You know what I'm saying? Like a mad fucking small little ass joint hit it once and it blew the fuck back. You know?
that's
I
what,
don't remember though. He was in that blunt though. He seemed like he was a normal smoker. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't
Yeah.
much of a talker though, man.
oh wait, he wasn't talking too much or what?
No, I was trying to tell him that that I think we had the biggest Legends wrestling show on
Mhm.
earth. You know, as
Right,
far
right.
as active competitors. You know what I'm saying? Like wrestling in the ring. You know. And
Yeah.
I wasn't bragging. I was just trying to know of a legend show that had more. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm a fan and I love legend shows. And
Mhm.
I would like to peep one if there was one that had more stars on it than ours. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to tell him that. Like I was trying to tell him how many stars we had wrestling on that legend show, and he just was utterly uninterested. You know what I'm saying?
You know
Fucking
what's
great.
one of
He's
the
probably
things
thinking about that Ryan Shamrock he had waiting on his room or something.
is I got Ryan Shamrock. Meanwhile, I'm doing this.
Right.
Exactly.
Smoking a blunt with these clowns, I could be up there fucking her.
No, but what's crazy is that how you brought that up, how you're saying like where the stories come from who it is. Um, the biggest thing that I took from being a a juggalo, a fan of ICP was to me, you guys are the dream. You guys are the accomplishments.
Fuck yeah.
If that makes any sense, like where the way you guys where you came from, what you had, what you took, and what you made of it. You could have told people, "Hey, I'm gonna be a professional wrestler. Hey, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." At the end of the day, man, Violent J was in the ring with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Violent J went to this side of the world and performed, sold out stadium. Violent J did all that. And to me, it wasn't what I took from you guys. It wasn't necessarily the words you were spitting as far as like go do your shit, man. Like make it happen, right? Don't be lazy and just sit there and expect everything. It was more of what you guys were getting done because man, when we saw you guys walk into the WWE, we celebrated that shit like we made it. You know what I mean? Like we were like clapping our asses off, jumping up and down, and it was just like we knew how much you guys love pro wrestling. We knew what you guys were doing, everything, all that. We hear the jam come on, we see you guys come out. I'm telling you, man, it was one of the best nights we ever had, right, Ash?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. That shit was super fresh, man.
Fuck yeah, that shit was super fresh for us too, believe me.
And
we were
and
so
I
fucking we were so
when I
geeked, and we
when I
still like
heard you guys say the story with like when you guys saw Awesome Dre on TV. And how
yeah.
you guys like we're like, oh shit, Detroit's on the map. That's pretty much what we did. You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, man, I
That
can
was our
understand
celebration,
that.
our feeling. But
Yeah, because you guys probably been down with us since before we got big enough to be there. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope to see us go get up there like that. That's the shit, man. I appreciate that.
and
I
No,
we
understand that. Yeah, I understand it. To some people, me and Joey are is hard. It sounds crazy, but to some people, me and Joey are what Michael Jackson is to me. You know what I'm saying?
no,
I'm not
definitely, bro.
I'm not saying success wise. I mean, like, the way I love Michael Jackson's music, there are people out there that love our music that much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I understand that when somebody comes up and says something like, hey man, I just want to say thank you, like I think like that's probably the what I would say to Michael if I met him, you know what I'm saying? I would say thank
Damn.
you, you know what I'm saying, for all the fucking music and all the freshness, because what else are you gonna say when you meet a motherfucker? You know what I mean? It seems like a thought out thing. And so when people say that to us, I understand where they're coming from. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
that's the shit, man.
and that to me, that's what bothers me when people don't know who Violent J is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they just want to sit there and talk shit. It's like, man, you don't know the positivity that I gained from them.
Yeah,
I mean, you
definitely.
don't know the shit that I took because it wasn't just the music or whatever. It was what you guys were doing and the work you were putting in and
Mm-hmm.
the accomplishments you guys were making. Like that's
Yeah.
what I was taking in as a fan, on the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, but you know, man, there's a art to that giving a fuck about shit talkers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a fucking ability. It's a fucking talent to not giving a fuck and being
Mhm.
able to apply that when necessary and when not. You know what I'm saying? But a motherfucker that don't give a fuck like about shit talkers and shit like that. I mean, so many people take so much damage from that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Oh
People
yeah.
running their
Yeah.
mouths and talking shit about them, you know, online or whatever. People get hurt, man. Like sometimes my girl cries over comments and shit, you know, and I'm just like, there's so many fucking people in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah.
got fucking pedophiles out there. You got people that eat poop. You got all kind of shit. I mean, like, who gives a fuck what somebody's thinking or saying? You know what I'm saying? When you got
Yeah.
32 billion or whatever's on the planet, like, who gives a flying fuck, man?
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? I get so upset when I see like my kids or my girl or somebody suffering over that shit. You know what I mean?
Over
Because
here.
to me, I learned how to not give a fuck about that shit a long time ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know how it goes. Like motherfuckers are quick to leave a negative review, but a positive one they don't really jump on.
Yeah. Not at all.
Negative one, their ass is in there typing, man. They're doing their thing. So
Oh, of
very
course,
true.
man. I mean, it just it's like when a kid, you know, spits in my face at a concert or something, right? You know, you're like, why the fuck would this kid be up front crushed like that just to spit in my face? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nobody, his favorite band ain't going on after us. There's nobody going on after us. Why is this motherfucker going through those lengths to be hateful or flipping you off or something, right?
Yeah.
It's because everybody, they ain't gonna get noticed doing what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna get noticed just doing this and singing along. They want your attention one way or another. They want a story. So if they got to spit or flip you off till you bust them in the head with a fago or something, at
Yeah.
least they got acknowledgement from you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's important to these motherfuckers. They're like the biggest fans, the ones that are doing that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? They're
Yeah.
like looking for any kind of reaction out of you. You know what I mean? So a lot of times when we get hit in the face or something, me and Joey do our best not to sell it. We no sell that shit.
Oh, you
You
know,
know,
sell
you
that
want
shit.
to give them that glory. You fucked me up. You know, you don't want to give that. So even if they throw a master lock at you and that shit bounces off your forehead, you just gotta sell it like it didn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to give them that glory, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fucking great.
I've seen it. I've seen it, man, firsthand.
Hey,
You-
real quick, let's go to the gathering, man. Let's talk about the gathering this year, because I got a question. What is the what the first concert that you guys are gonna do? The ICP is gonna do is the House of Horrors, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And is that kind of based on like Great Malenko or something?
No, that's the original House of Horrors tour.
Right.
Just like we did it back in the day. It was like a 3-month tour.
Mm-hmm.
It was the second tour. First, we did the Great Malenko tour when Malenko came out. Then we did the House of Horrors tour, and this is the House of Horrors tour, exactly what it was, same set and everything from back in '98, I believe.
Holy shit! I gotta ask you this: is there any chance you're gonna come up like you and Shay come out with the Malenko era face paint?
What do you mean Malenko era? We wear Malenko era face paint. You mean
Like no, well, back then yours was a little different. You know what I mean? Like especially right here.
oh, I don't know. I don't know if we didn't do that on purpose.
Oh, really? I thought you guys were always switching it off on
I mean, the
purpose.
only time we ever switched our makeup up on purpose was Shangri-La, you know what I
Shangri-La?
mean?
All right. Yeah, well, no, that's just fresh. That's gonna be fresh shit. Then
Yeah.
the old school jugglers are gonna love that one for sure.
Man,
Yeah, man, it's easy. Those shows are easy. You know what I mean? Because the new shit's harder to memorize. You know what I mean?
Is it? I
Yeah.
didn't know that shit.
I mean, we've been doing them songs for years. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple on there we haven't done in years. You know what I mean? But you know, they're pretty easy. And usually when you did a tour like that for 3 months, even if it's been 20 years, once you hear that tape again, you know all that shit again. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, do you
Yeah.
when you hear it, do you remember this shit?
Yeah, I mean, I suck sometimes, you know. Like one time we did a show out in Florida and we performed the Jekyll Brothers album. And I was so motherfucking busy. I just did not rehearse that show enough. You know what I'm saying? And I got up there and just fucked it all up. You know what I mean? But That happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man.
Nobody
And then we
noticed.
did the I think it was called Riot Fest in Chicago,
Yeah.
like within a year ago. It was the
Mhm.
one that what's his name was on, bitch ass fucking Corey
Yeah. What's his
Hart,
name?
Corey Feldman.
There you go.
Yeah, we did a festival with him, and I got up there, and for the first time in my career, I went blank for
What?
probably 8 songs, man. Like I just couldn't get it together. I don't know what happened. I remember telling Joey, "I'm sorry, man. I don't know what the fuck happened." You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And then this article came out in the paper, and they were talking about like the top 5 bands from that festival. We were like number 2. I was just like, all right. I literally didn't rap a word for like 8 songs in a row. You know what I'm
Shit,
saying?
man.
Netting game came on, you know what I mean? And I just was so panicked at that point. I just couldn't get the I'm not now. I remember my hearing aids got wet. You know what I'm saying? And I
Oh,
couldn't
shit.
hear nothing, you know, on that big stage. And so I remember when Netting Game was on, it was instrumental, and I could not pick up where the fuck I come in on the beat. You know what I'm saying? I
Shit.
couldn't even hear where the ad libs are on the track. You know what I mean? My hearing aids are soaking wet. It's a disaster, man. But
Hey,
sometimes there's so much chaos in their shows, that shit goes unnoticed.
was that the show where the kid was flipping you off, or what?
Uh-huh.
Was that the show where the kid was flipping you off and shit?
No. That shit happens every night. You know what I mean? There's always somebody flipping you off or somebody throwing shit at you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Every
fucked
night.
up. That's
Yeah.
fucked up, man.
That goes to show that the show rocks. You know what I mean? Because you don't if you're forgetting to spit the lyrics or whatever, the show's kicking ass. It don't even matter. Number 2.
Yeah, I couldn't hear, you know. I just couldn't hear. And then once I couldn't hear, I started to panic. And then once I panicked, it was just lost. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't
Fuck,
get
man.
back on track, you know. But I eventually did, like, for the last four songs, I think.
Damn.
It's crazy. I want to give you props on this, and hopefully it doesn't hijack the show, because this tends to happen to us all the time.
Yeah.
But man, that Triple Mania, like being able to be a part of that and all that shit, and you coming out and hearing those Mexican announcers announce your name, man, that was one of
Yeah.
the
How about
dopest things I've
Mania?
ever seen. Yup. With
Yeah, that was
Triple
the shit, bro.
Lucha.
That was the
Like,
shit, man.
I
That was great.
I almost didn't believe it. I was
Yeah,
like,
me
how the
neither.
fuck is Jay in Triple Mania? Like, what the fuck is happening? What's going on? And then I watched it, and I was like, holy shit, this is dope.
Fucking made it.
Yeah.
I can't believe he did this shit.
There was this woman sitting ringside, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the wrestlers were paying homage to her all night.
I know who that is.
Like, I don't know who she was. I don't know if she was like dignitary over there or what, but they were all like the faces and the heels were coming over and shaking her hand and kissing her hand. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, they brung out like this banner of like an old guy and held it up next to her. You know what I mean? And like, I guess it was like her late husband or something. And the crowd was going crazy for her and everything. But I remember during the match, I turned around, the ref did like a count, and I was doing like it was a slow count. And I turned around and I didn't know she was right there in my face. But I turned around, we just connected eyes, and I said, "What the fuck?" Right in the face, you know what I'm saying? And she just smiled a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And the next morning, I was in a wheelchair because I had to run through 3 fucking airports
Oh, shit.
on the way to Triple Mania. And my knees are all fucked up, you guys. I need a double knee replacement. You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck.
So the next day we had 3 more airports, and I was like, man, Rudy, you're gonna push me in a wheelchair. I'm not fucking walk this time. My knees were hurting so bad, you know. And so we're sitting there checking in at the airport, and I look over and it's that lady next to me, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
And she had her entourage with her, you know. And I just looked at her, smiled, nodded my head, and she gave me the same smile she gave me ringside. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish I knew who that lady was, but
Who
she
is
was
he?
somebody important. You know what I
She
mean?
She's basically the owner of AAA.
Oh, okay.
She's her husband, that guy they brought out. I'm really nervous right now talking to Jay, and I can't fucking think of his name.
Isn't it Peña?
Yeah, Peña.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like the owner of AAA,
Yeah.
and that's his wife. So she's the owner
Yeah,
now.
that was dope, man. Yeah, not
She
a
was
bad looking old lady, you know what I mean?
she's like the McMahon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She,
Yeah, I hear you.
yeah, that's who she
Yeah,
is.
she's like Linda. Yeah.
Yep, she's
Yeah, there
Linda.
you go.
I'm glad
That's
she didn't have
cool,
my
man.
ass kicked.
And,
See?
and
You're
Jay
screaming in her
yelled, "What
face
the
like
fuck?"
that.
to Linda's face.
What the fuck?
Aren't you glad? Aren't you glad I told you guys to tune in? I was like, I'm not gonna tell you why, but I told them, I said, you guys gotta tune into this event, bro. Something special is gonna happen. And they were like, what? Tell us. And I kayfabe my boys, man. I was just like, I can't tell you, man. Trust me, you're gonna fucking pop when you see it. And sure
And I
enough,
didn't even know Jeff Jarrett was there at that event. And I'd been talking to him the day before. You know, shit. And I guess there was 2 dressing rooms. I didn't know. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden hear his music, you know, and I'm like, damn, it sounds like Jeff Jarrett's music. I look and he's coming to the ring, and I'm like, where the fuck is he? You know what I'm saying? And so I went and hung out with him after he got out of the ring. You know what I mean? He's my boy, man. And the other thing that was really cool is Hugo Savinovich was there, the commentator.
Mm.
And this is what's funny. During the Jekyll Brothers tour, me and Joey would have this this TV on like a big, like a case thing or something. I don't know how to explain it, but it was a giant case thing, and it was a big screen TV. And they would wheel it into our dressing rooms because we watched this video. All right, we went to Abdul the Butcher's house of ribs and Chinese food in Atlanta, and we were like, "Are there any videos for sale or anything?" And his wife was like, no, I only have this. And it was one of Abdullah's personal VHS tapes that just said wrestling on it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know why his wife was selling his shit, you know, but we were like, we'll take it, you know? And so we watched it, and it was like 45 minutes of Abdullah matches commentated by Hugo Savinovich, and he was managing Abdullah on a lot of this shit. Anyway, so me and Joey watched that fucking video over and over every day on that tour. Every day, we loved it so much. And I was sitting in the backstage area talking to Hugo Savinovich for 45 minutes before I knew it was him. I had no idea who he was.
Holy shit!
What the
I was
fuck?
working out so hard when I saw him. He just left, you know. And then when the show started, I saw it was him up on the fucking doing the commentary. I was like, fuck. I could have just swung up his nuts, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't know who the fuck it was, you know what I mean?
Yo, that's fucking crazy. That's
oh
fucking good shit.
man,
Fucking
That's
But-
that's what's crazy though. And once again, man, it's so dope because I'm telling you, it's something that I learned from you, where it's like energies, like all these energies end up connecting if it's in the same flow, you know what I mean? If it's
Yeah.
right, whatever, and it just somehow shit happens, you know?
fucking
And
hell,
it-
I
bro.
wish I could look at that trip the way I should. You know, usually when you take a trip like that, you don't remember the staleness of being on the planes and the airports and all that. You only remember the freshness, you know what I mean?
yeah.
But every time I think about that trip, I think about the pain I was in. I was in a lot of fucking pain, man.
Man, that sucks,
I was
man.
in a lot of pain.
Were you in pain getting there?
Huh?
Were you in pain during the show or no?
Fuck yeah. I couldn't
Oh,
even walk,
shit.
bro. Adrenaline
Oh.
was what got me through it. You know what I mean? Like,
Fuck.
I could not walk, bro. Like I was so. I even asked him if I could just come out on the stage. You know what I mean?
Right.
And just, you know, see them all from the stage. Because I didn't think I'd be able to get down there without looking like I'm wounded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then when I got out there, I was like, fuck it, I'm going with them. You know what I mean? And I went down there, and what I want to do is kiss the canvas. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I've been kissing the canvas of all these promotions that I respect. You know what I mean? Like that
Oh,
I get
nice.
to appear in, like
That's dope.
GCW and MLW and NWA and fucking Big Japan. And I wanted to kiss that Triple Mania canvas, you know what I mean? So I ended up going in there and kissing the canvas, you know.
Yo, that's what's up, man. That's fucking fresh as fuck, man. You know
Yeah.
what?
Fuck yeah, that's mad respect, man.
No, seriously, that's
respect.
beautiful.
Well, it's
Fucking,
an honor to be there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So dope, man.
I mean,
fucking,
I was supposed to get out of the ring and I forgot I hadn't kissed the canvas yet. So I just got on my knees and kissed the canvas. Mecca's like, come on, man, the match is starting.
holy shit, man.
I had to lean down and kiss it near the rope so I could get my fat ass back up.
That's fucking. You know what though,
Oh.
Jay? Back in the '90s and shit, and 2000s, how did it feel like as a juggalo? You know what I mean? I was always like, "What's up, motherfuckers?" How Raw, you know what I mean, was just full of of Hatchet-Man ICP signs everywhere. You know what I mean? How'd you feel about that shit? Because that's just
You know, honestly, bro, it's all we've ever known. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For 33 years now.
mm-hmm.
And there's never been a point where it's been bigger than it is. You get what I mean?
Right.
Like there was never a point we were playing bigger venues than we are now or something. We've been the same size our whole fucking run. The only thing that's changed is our notoriety is so much bigger now. You know what I mean? Everybody knows the name, but it doesn't mean they're coming to see you in concert. They're scared to death. You know what I'm
Oh, yeah, they
saying?
are.
Yeah.
They think if they're not a juggalo, they're gonna get, lynched or something. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like everybody thinks, oh, I would never go to that show, but those guys are cool, shit like that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But yeah, we've always played it literally the same venues our whole fucking career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The same buildings, man, in many, many cases. You know what I mean? So it's always been this way, you know what I mean? I mean, to the best of my knowledge, we've been playing for the same size crowds our whole fucking career. You know what I'm saying? You guys know, you guys have been around, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's never been like, oh, we used to be really hot back then. I mean, we used to have albums on the chart, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But as far as live performances and seeing what you're talking about,
Mhm.
it's been that way since, early 90s in Detroit. You know what I mean?
Right. Fuck yeah.
It's a wonderful, amazing thing, brother. It'll never get old. Not a day goes by, not one fucking day. I don't care what I'm doing, how busy I am. Not a fucking day goes by where I don't sit and ponder how crazy my life is. Every fucking day. And sometimes I wish I could just level out and get used to it all because I'm an emotional man. And
Yeah.
some of this shit fucks me up where it shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I get a piece of mail from a 17-year-old girl or something, I instantly think that's somebody's daughter like mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
So
definitely.
I'm sitting there writing them back and I'm just like, it's hard for me. You know what I mean? And then people write letters and they say terrible things that are happening to them in their life. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That shit fucks me up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like it really, really does, And so sometimes I wish okay, like my kids, for example, I love my kids so much, it can be a physical pain.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Where it actually hurts. You
Fuck
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I wish that the doctors would give me something to just numb me out from some of that. You get it? Because I cry every day over something. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Not sad or some bone happening to me, but I'll just think about my daughter and I'll be crying or think about my son. You get what I'm saying? Because I love him so much, it's like a physical pain. So sometimes I wish I could turn that shit down, man. You know what I mean? Because it can be really challenging. Like somebody said, there's some documentary coming out where like it's like a award thing or something, like it can be in the film festivals or whatever. Anyway, it's about these kids going to the gathering and one of them dies, and I'm like, there's no way I'm watching that shit. You know what I'm saying? There's just no fucking way, man. That'll cripple me forever. You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know what though? That's another thing. Like once you guys started putting out more things and we started hearing stories of you and things that you guys did growing up to go to festivals, to go to concerts, to go to wrestling events and all that. That Like, we didn't have shit, man. We didn't have nothing.
None, bro.
Nothing, man. Raggedy shoes. We wore the same 3 pants, 2 pants the whole week. You know what I'm saying? Same 3 shirts. You know what I mean? You know, Ash had a Bret Hart shirt that had a hole this fucking big in it, and he still rocked that shit to school. Didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, fuck yeah,
Right.
bro.
You know what I
Own
mean?
that
But
shit, man. Make it fresh.
Right.
Instead of
and
make it
and
your
I-
shit, you know.
I remember putting in them hustles. Like, yo, JCW's coming. It's the first time they're doing the tour. How are we gonna do this shit? And we'd put it all together and go through the hustle. We do what we got to do to get that money, to get that ticket, and whatever. And we would show up to these shows with none to eat, none
No
to
ride.
drink, starving, and we didn't give a fuck, man. And at the
Like
end of the
clown.
day, we looked at it like it don't matter, man, because they returned the favor.
Mhm.
And that's something that I feel motherfuckers don't understand when it comes to you. You know what I mean?
But
That's
there's nothing you can't put a price on an experience.
Right.
There's nothing worth more than an experience. You know,
Mhm.
you could go win a gold medal and come back with your gold medal. You know, what is that gold medal compared to what you just did? You know what I
Right.
mean? The experience. You know, you could shoot that shit on 48 cameras in 4K with surround sound, Dolby audio. Nothing is going to recreate that experience like what you
Right.
went. It's why I try to tell people to go to the gathering. They think, oh, you're just trying to sell a ticket. Fuck you. I could give a fuck less about your ticket. I know that if you go to the gathering, you'll never forget it for the rest of your life. You'll never forget. Even if you had a shitty time, you won't forget it. You'll have a story for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And it's so upsetting to meet juggalos that are like, oh man, I've wanted to go to the gathering my whole life, man. And I'm like, are you serious about that? What's your fucking problem? It's not on Pluto. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you got all year to
Oh.
figure that shit out. Well,
Right.
I got kids, I got a babysitter. What the fuck, man? You got 370 whatever days to figure it out. You know, you can literally take the change out of your pocket and put it in a jar. And I'm not trying to get people to the gathering. I'm trying to get them that experience that
Yeah.
they're telling me they've wanted their whole fucking life. You know what I mean? And I look
Yeah.
at them immediately. I'm like, how old are you, dude? You know what I'm saying? 47. What's your problem? It
Yeah.
ain't that fucking hard if you really want to go and have that experience and possibly meet your fucking wife or whatever friends
Yeah.
that you'll have for the rest of your life and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's the reason I want to get them there. I give a fuck less about the ticket.
yeah.
Yeah.
And other people are like, why are you dogging people that can't make it to the gathering? Because they deserve to be dogged if they're telling me they've been wanting to go for 25 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What the fuck's the problem? You really mean that? You really dream about going? Well, go.
Yeah.
I just fucking
Yeah, that's actually how I met Ash was in Oklahoma 2017
That's what we're
gathering
talking about.
when I got
Friends
a chance
for
to
life,
wrestle.
right?
Yup,
Yeah,
the
look.
Friends for Life. And then what was it, 2 years ago at KFT? We made it, all three of us.
Yep.
Yeah,
we all
2 years.
made it. Ash had to get a car and end up driving up there by himself to meet his brother and me up there. And we had a great time, man. We were in the movie tent and just everything. And they watched you guys' shows. They watched other people's shows. They had just a blast and experience, man.
Check
You know,
this out, man.
Whoa.
This guy came to the gathering. Me and Joey are doing a meet and greet. He comes up and he's like, yeah, man, I walked here from Portland.
I met him.
We were like, get the fuck out of here, right? He starts walking away and it looked like he was standing on a bomb when it exploded. Like his shoes were obliterated.
Yeah.
His legs were like black. He actually did walk.
yeah,
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
We were shocked. A makeup movie job couldn't have did a better job on how this motherfucker's legs looked. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I just don't even know what to think of that. I don't even know if that could be possible. But that's what he said, and it damn sure looked it.
You know what's crazy? I'm not even gonna front though. I used to be that dude that was like, hey man, well, I ain't got the money. I can't get the time off. I can't get this, I can't do that. And I remember hearing you guys say that, you and Jump Steady, you know what I'm saying this over and over. And my first gathering was also the first time I ever flew in a plane. And that was like years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ended up heading down over there in Manny's pad. We kicked it. We went out and did things. Took us around Detroit, you know, showed us all these spots, whatever. Man, I'll never fucking regret that day ever, man. I'm so happy that I just said fuck it and did it.
Yeah,
And
man.
I wasn't even like at a financial point where I was able to do it. I just did it.
It's not about what you bought there or anything like that. It's about the memory. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't really care about autographs and shit. If I met somebody that I thought was fresh, it's the memory. You know what I mean? I don't even really care about a picture. You know, the experiences is always the shit, you know. Can't put a price on it. You know what I mean?
Dude, 100%,
man.
You know, Jay, I was, because not every day do I get to talk to Von Jay, so I'm gonna ask you some questions that I've had over the years. You know what I mean? Like it's shit that I've never really heard people asking shit. But like me and KFT, we call the songs like the slow songs, if you will, right? Like like Pass Me By and all that, Behind the Paint, like all those fucking songs are so fucking fresh as fuck, dude. Like on Found Time, that song Time, fucks with me, bro. And I'm like, fucking Jay, bro. Oh, I'm like, God damn it.
Time, that whole subject is very fucking heavy.
It's crazy,
you know,
bro. And I'm like, fuck, man. And
we were gonna have a podcast, and the subject that week was time. And I ended up having to go to the hospital, so I missed it. But man, I really look forward to that subject because that whole fucking subject is a 2-hour fucking podcast.
Right.
The concept of time. You know what I'm saying?
It is. It's fucking amazing what you're saying and shit. In the beginning, remember how you start with "Take your time, we've got time," and then at the end, "Where'd all the time go?" I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, that little like skit at the beginning.
Yeah, it's just fucking beautiful, man. But yeah, all those songs that you did, like the mom song, "Take Me Home," shit, man, that's my jam, bro. "Take Me Home." Oh,
yeah, that's mine too. Somebody asked me the other day what my favorite songs are that ICP did, and that was one of them.
"Take Me Home."
Tomorrow, School Brown Valare.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, bro. That's my shit.
Yeah.
And then another thing that I've always wanted to talk to you about, because this is probably one of my favorite albums ever, bro. And when I found out that you wrote it and shit, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck? Because I didn't know when I first heard it. Fucking Cracked Tiles, bro.
Huh?
Cracked Tiles.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
It's funny because originally I was gonna put that record out with me singing, you know, but I it's so weird now I think about it. We felt it was not a good move. I don't give a fuck about what's a good move and what's not no more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what was that song I put out? I'm a good piece of pussy or something off the first single of my solo album. Like, nobody had heard anything in all this time. You know what I mean? I put that out. Like, I didn't fuck everybody's opinion up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah. What were we talking about?
Cracked Tiles.
Cracked Tiles. Yeah. We were like, we don't want to put that out with you singing, you know, I chickened out or whatever, you know what I mean? So we ended up having G-Man come in and sing over my lyrics the way I did it, you know what I mean? I wish I had some of those recordings still, you know what I mean? I might still release it in its original version, you know what I mean?
How many of those songs
I really like that song, The River.
Oh, The River, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude.
I love that song, man.
You know what?
And that song, You've Always Got Me. I love that one. You know what I mean?
You know what? You know what, Jay? When I found out why, like, some of those songs, because you're saying they're a lot towards like your brother and shit, right? And so I get The River now. I was like, fuck. When I found that out, I was like, now I know what it's about. Like,
the song Always is about my brother. In The River. Yeah, I drank and shared with my brother.
Yeah, bro. Fucking.
I really like that song a lot, man.
And there's another one where fuck, what the fuck, Dreams, right? Is that what it's called?
Dreams is cool too, yeah.
Yeah, I had when I met fucking Sin, because that's probably my favorite Zug Island song.
Yeah.
And he sang it to me and shit. That was pretty fresh, bro.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah, that was fresh. Like,
cool guy, man. He don't want to sing no more, man.
What? He don't?
Yeah, he don't want to do it no more. That's all good.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That was the
He
man,
might
bro.
come back one day, who knows, you know.
That's crazy shit.
Yeah. Mike P's a hell of a talent, man. Mike P's really fucking talented, man.
Well, when did Mike P?
Chris, one time we were driving and there was a chick in front of us in a convertible Sebring or whatever, Seabreeze or whatever that car is called.
Yeah.
And we're like, get up next to that hottie, man. Let's check her out. You know what I mean? So we're on the freeway, we pull up next to her. It was Mike P.
Shut the fuck up.
It was actually Mike P. We didn't even know.
Oh, fuck no.
That woman's haircut.
That is fucked up,
man.
Girl's car and everything, man.
That's
crazy,
some good
man.
fucking shit, man.
Sebring? That shit's funny, man.
It was Mike P.
Oh,
You know,
man.
speaking about Mike's, dude, I got a fresh ass story about my cousin Michael. He went to his coworker's wedding, right? Let's just say that his coworker's name is Rick. I don't know his name, but so Rick was getting married and shit, and the best man, you know how they roast you and shit?
Yeah.
Well, the best man was roasting Rick, like, yeah, I remember this motherfucker used to paint his face and thought he were, you know, claimed to be a juggalo and shit. And the dude's like, yeah, but you know, Rick was like, yeah, not anymore, whatever. So my cousin Michael ain't even a juggalo, but he knows what's up, you know what I mean? He pulls fucking Rick aside and he's like, hey, bro, you're a little bitch, right? And
He
he's
said,
like, why,
what?
man? He's like, why, what's up? He's like, you know what? My cousins are fucking OG juggalos, bro. They represent like a motherfucker, bro, and you're over there being a little bitch. And Rick's all like, you know what, man? I still bump their shit, but I have to hide it from my wife and shit. But I fucking love them. He's like, well, man, up, bitch.
And the fuck up.
I'm like, no,
Yeah.
no.
That shit's fucking great, bro.
He
When my
rips the
cousin told me
tuxedo. He rips the tuxedo and he's got a Hatchet Man shirt underneath.
that-
You're fucking right. Fuck
Yeah,
this.
he was saying that he missed his face in or painting his face and shit. He's like, oh, do you think I don't want to paint my face all the time? Fuck yeah, you know. And he's like, fuck yeah. That's just good. That's just good.
He
shit,
does
man.
it every night before the shower. He's like,
Right? Yeah. Fuck yeah, man.
Oh, man.
The son of
Speaking about music, brother, I got a question for you, man. I was blessed, like it says, you know, I always call you my brother from another mother, bro. And I was blessed to be a part of you guys when you guys were in the lab doing Yum Yum Bedlam. You know what I'm saying? So when do you think the next is the wheel spinning for the next Joker's cards already? Or you're holding off on them for a little bit, or
you know, I know what it is. I'm just not recording. You know,
okay.
I just it's not. I mean, I have all the beats picked out. I got probably 20 song subjects written out. I'm just not inspired right now. You know what I mean? And I don't want to make music any other way. You know what I mean? Like I just I don't know, it's strange, man. I haven't really made a song except for that gummy song we did for the gathering giveaway, you know?
Yeah.
It's got everybody on it, bro. It's got everybody on it. It's me and Joey and Ouija, Shaggy the Airhead, Kung Fu Vampire, Clay, fucking just a gang load of guys. Isham. They're all on it. It's like a 10-minute song, you know. But anyway, besides that, I haven't done any songs in a while, man. And I don't want to make any music until I'm fired up and excited. You know what I mean? Because it's the way it always works. You know what I mean? Like it's not like I've never been not inspired. You know what I mean? When I'm not inspired, I don't make music. You know what I mean? I don't really care if people are waiting and they're you know, because I'm not gonna force myself to make something. You know what I mean? I wanna know that okay, I got this time now. Joey's home. Let's rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna do it until I'm inspired, you know, because I've never made any music by force. You know what I mean? And I don't want to start, especially no Joker card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I know you've been tearing it up with Lunacy, bro. Oh my God,
That's
JC
my
Dub
next
has
shit,
been
man.
on
I was about to
fire,
ask.
bro.
Listen,
I've
man,
been talking to these guys about it.
go ahead and give them the secret. I want these guys to see it. Give them
Okay,
the secret YouTube channel.
okay, I will.
Like you
I
watch
will.
those 8 episodes, man.
I'll
Hell
check
yeah,
this
right
out
Yeah,
on.
tonight.
man.
Yeah,
I definitely checked them out, man. And I was speechless, bro. Like I says, I mean, I had watched half and then I talked to you. I got down to watching the other half, and I was just like, this is like some WWE shit, bro. Like I
it's
mean, even
beautifully
better,
shot,
man.
man. In 4K, it's fucking colorful.
All right.
It's professional.
Yes.
It's the best wrestling we've ever filmed. You know what I mean?
So
By far, you know, and what we're doing, you guys are wrestling fans, right? I know you
Oh,
are, my man.
yeah,
Fuck yeah. We are.
yeah.
We're doing we're gonna premiere these 8 episodes, right? As soon as those come out, as soon as all 8 have been out, we're gonna do a Lunacy is going to be a pay-per-view on the Triller network.
Mhm.
You know, Triller, where
Oh,
GCW
wow.
and all that is, the
Oh,
app.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna
yeah.
be from Detroit every week, a full card. You know what I mean? That's what Lunacy is gonna be. These episodes are only 45 minutes each, and they are to introduce you to our characters and our current storylines. You know what I'm saying? After that, boom, you know, we're gonna do Lunacy from Detroit, from Harpo's every week. You know what I mean? We're gonna leave the ring down there and our set and everything. They're gonna be free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people can come see the show and drink, you know, whatever. And we're gonna do a card every week from Detroit,
That's
you know,
awesome,
Lunacy
man.
on the Triller Network. And listen to this character idea I got. All right. You guys ever heard of Blue Cane?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, you know Kane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Blue Cane. I know Blue
Oh
Cane.
yeah,
Never
yeah.
mind.
Blue
Yes,
Cane,
yeah.
yeah.
So there's this guy, Blue Cane,
Yeah.
out in Europe. He looks like Kane, but he's got a blue outfit.
All
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Super funny. Anyway, so I'm gonna have Pink Kane, right? So Pink Kane comes out. He looks just like Kane, does all the shit. You know what I mean? And I don't want to give away the storyline, but I'm gonna. So after Pink Kane debuts the next week, we're like, oh, we received a cease and desist. We're sorry you won't be seeing Pink Kane anymore. You know what I mean? And everybody's like, oh, that sucks. But then Yellow Cane comes out. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna go through like 3 colors, right?
Yeah.
Then finally, White Cane comes out, right? And his name is Cocaine. Check it out. When his music hits, it's like cocaine is a hell of a drug. Then the fucking music hits, and he comes out, and when he does this shit, instead of fire from the turn post, it's gonna be cocaine shooting up white.
Oh,
I can't wait to launch cocaine.
Man. Fuck yeah, little spoilers right there, bro.
Yo,
Big
that is
spoiler,
fucking
man.
fresh as fuck.
I got another idea, man. The rude fast food, right?
Mhm.
There's a guy comes out, looks just like Ronald McDonald. You know what I'm saying? Like the clown, just like Ronald McDonald. Comes out with 2 bags full of cheeseburgers. They still got the wrapper on them with the little sticker to secure the wrapper. You know, he's handing the cheeseburgers out to all the little kids and everything. Gets in the ring, grabs the mic. He's like, hi, everybody, having a good time. They're all like, you know, he's like, enjoying the cheeseburgers? Yeah, good, because I spit a loogie in each and every fucking one of them.
Fuck,
Then his
man.
partner comes out, the Booger King, right? And they're managed by Wendy. He looks like Wendy.
Yeah.
Hold up. You said rude fast food?
Yeah.
Oh, managed by Wendy. Oh shit, I'm in.
That King
my
shit, bro.
God.
That King shit too. Holy
I'm
fuck,
in.
man.
Cocaine, bro.
Cocaine.
Cocaine, yeah, man. That man.
It's all
that's
about not having
awesome.
them do Kane's mannerisms because I don't want that cease and desist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know that that character is money. You know what I'm saying? Like that character, people will come see him, you know? I'm like, fuck, man, maybe I shouldn't have him do Kane's mannerisms, at least just at the beginning, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until cocaine comes out, and then he can stop doing that shit. All I need him to do is this one when the cocaine shit out.
Done.
And then he's gonna like put Kane on the rope and grab the guy's face. And
Yeah.
It'd be funny, man.
Holy shit, man.
Oh,
That's fucking
my
good
God.
shit, man. I
That
got
was actually Willie Mack's idea.
Really?
Chocolate Juggalo, yeah.
Chocolate Juggalo,
Came up
man.
with
Fuck
cocaine,
yeah.
cocaine. No, you know what, Jay? Your fucking commentary on Stranglemania, bro, is just legendary, man.
Yeah, man.
Legendary.
GCW brought me out there to this event they had called Backyard Wrestling 6 a couple months ago. And they wanted me to do commentary, you know. I was so geeked and honored, right? But I didn't know how wild to go. You know what I mean? I did not know how wild. So I was very tame, you know what I mean? But I still was having fun. You know what I mean?
Right.
Still being funny and shit, but I didn't know how wild they wanted me, you know. But so then there was a local show and they asked me to come do commentary. So it's only 30 minutes from the house, you know what I mean? So I go there, I'm all like, fuck it. I just paint up at the crib and drive down there and do it, you know. And they're like, oh, this is a family show. Can you not cuss? And I was like, what the fuck? Why you got me out here then? You know what I'm saying? Bro, I sucked on that commentary. I just was saying nothing. I was just sitting there. You know what I mean? What am I going to say without cussing?
Yeah.
So late, I was like, and a suplex.
Exactly. Oh, 1, 2, 3, great. Okay.
Take away my ability to cuss. I got nothing to say, you know.
Remember that one time when you're all like, I knew it was that fucker Rudy Mill. Dude, that shit cracked me up, bro.
Bro, you know what I seen the other day, man? Do you guys know this? The JCW world title was defended twice in WCW and acknowledged by the commentators.
Yeah, I think I remember that shit. Yeah.
Vamp won the belt. Yeah. Fucking wrestled Tank Abbott for it. You know, Tank Abbott was like, I'll take that belt from you tonight. You know what I mean? Why do people talk about that shit, man? What other WCW, what other belt was ever defended by another company in WCW? You know what I mean?
Right.
What other company's belt was defended in WCW? Like, they don't even talk about that. And there's so much about that time in wrestling on YouTube. So many channels, so many podcasts that just cover and obsess over that fucking era. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And there's literally nothing about that. You know what I mean? It's just so unfair to me. We have a coffee table book coming out, brother. Okay? Big, beautiful, colorful fucking thing. Big, beautiful, colorful thing like that thick. Sorry, full color. And it's gonna cover our entire career in pro wrestling.
Yo,
wow.
Yeah, it's all about pro wrestling. Starts off our backyard wrestling. It's got the old programs in it and shit that we wrote up ourselves. You know what I mean? And then it goes into, you know, our independence, all the pictures and interviews with guys we were wrestling back then and everything. And then it goes into, you know, WWF, goes into fucking WCW, Ring of Honor, ECW, everywhere. You know, our whole career. It's got notes and results and everything from every match we've ever fucking had.
No shit, huh?
That's the shit.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what we need. Cause like I always tell everyone, man, they are pro wrestlers, and they need to be in those ranks. Like
I don't know why people don't consider us pro wrestlers, man. We've been wrestlers before we rapped. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So absolutely 100% you guys are wrestlers. And I remember, man, watching, was it Shaggy against Kidman for the title?
No,
Lenny, what?
Lenny
Lane?
They wanted to put the cruiserweight on Joey.
Yo,
oh wow.
I remember watching that shit like, what the fuck? This
we left. Listen, we were gonna wrestle each other on Nitro, me and Joey.
Damn.
They were doing a tournament, right? And I was supposed to wrestle the Wall, and Joey was wrestling somebody else, and we were both going over so that the next week me and Joey would have to face each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Fuck
what
yeah.
we really want to do because we've been wrestling each other forever. We can do everything together, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think, number one, I didn't think I could get through the match with the wall without blowing up myself. You know, I have a terrible blowing up problem my whole career. That's why it's always tag team. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't fucking catch my breath. And even in the best shape of my life, I can't do no singles match like that. I was too nervous, you know?
Mm.
So anyway, that's not the main reason. Maybe it is the main reason we left. Because I didn't want to wrestle the wall, you know? But, and I knew if I was wrestling Joey, I could be like, slow down, you know, or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we had Paul Heyman on one line and Eric Bischoff on the other. I'll never forget it at the office.
Damn.
Yeah.
They
That's
were on
insane.
two lines at the same fucking time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we told Paul Lee we're coming back to ECW. You know what I mean? And we told WCW we're out. You know what I mean? We wanted to go to WCW. You guys got to remember the time. We wanted to go back to WCW, get in the ring, and then take our shirts off and have ECW shirts on and leave out the side of the arena. You know what I mean? But we realized that we're not going to have a chance to be in the ring together because we both had singles matches. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But if
shit,
it would have
right.
been a tag team match, we would have got in the ring, took our fucking jerseys off, and had ECW t-shirts on, left out the side of the arena right into the limo and broke. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But we realized that that's fruitless because we're not going to be in the ring together. You know what I mean? On that Nitro. So we told Paul Lee we're going to come back. And I don't remember why, but we didn't go back. We may have just got lazy and no-showed him or something. I don't really remember.
Damn. What were you supposed to do? Were you supposed to be with like Sabu or RVD or anybody like that?
No, they had like a mystery team. They had a big pay-per-view in Chicago, and they had a mystery team coming in to face Raven and I don't remember who. And it was supposed to be us, you know. And they laid it out for us. So like, you guys are going to get beat down brutally bad this first time, but then you guys will come back and have a good run. And we were just like, that don't sound good.
Yeah,
Just come in and get brutally beat down. I mean, the way he put it just did not sound good. You know what I mean?
They're like, no, fuck you, dude. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Bring the wall. Bring the wall.
Exactly. Fuck that.
Hold up, it really
I'm
wasn't
too old for
Kidman?
that shit.
Nah,
Why do I
He
remember
wrestled
Kidman? He was
a
a
gang of
shooting
times,
star,
you know, but
and he had the shaggy paint on his beater.
yeah,
yeah,
what was that?
I think the one you're talking about though was for the cruiserweight, and that was like Lenny. It was Lenny
What
from
the
Lenny
fuck?
Low.
No, and
I
plus, I
remember
think he's thinking of the match at Road Wild.
Oh yeah, it is Road Wild with Ray.
Yeah,
And
with
Eddie.
Eddie and yeah.
Man, Jesus Christ, Jay, in the ring with Eddie Guerrero. Holy shit.
Bro,
God
I remember, man,
damn.
Eddie, you know, he was messed up backstage. And when we got in the ring, I was standing on the second rope, bouncing on it before the match started, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at Eddie and I'm like, eyeball on the rope, you know, like come over and bounce off it so I can take a bump and it'll be funny because I'm trying to like, we the heels, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I was standing on the second rope, holding on to the top rope. And I kept looking at him like kind of nudging, like, come bump the rope, you know what I mean? But he was out of it, man. It sucks.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That day he was out of it, you know what I mean? But what a fucking amazing man. He was so good to us, and he said good things about us in his book and everything, man. Just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, you're gonna make me cry, man. Holy fuck.
That book was good.
Damn.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio was cool as fuck too, man.
Fuck yeah, man.
That's cool. Because we were blessed. We had Hoovy on. We interviewed Hoovy.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, that was pretty cool, man. He had some good stories too, man. Hoovy too, yeah, man. He was real cool, man. We were blessed, man.
You remember when The Rock called out when The Rock said something about Hoovin too?
Yeah, to Jericho.
He cut the promo on Jericho, and he's like, "Wow, you were up in Atlanta wrestling some guy named Hoovin too."
Yeah.
How Jericho's like took off his mask. That shit was fucking fresh, man. Fuck yeah. What about? Do you still watch wrestling at all, or you're kind of like?
I don't watch modern wrestling too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I peep it out. Like when I see a guy that like excites me, I'll start looking them up and peeping them out and all that. But I don't even know, brother, how to watch wrestling no more. I don't even know how to watch normal TV no more. All I do is watch Roku. I watch TV, YouTube. That's it. I live on YouTube. You know what I mean? It's all I watch. And so no, I don't even know. I mean, I heard they went to Netflix. Are they there still?
No, they're about to get there next year.
Okay, yeah. When they go there, I'll know how to watch it. You know
yeah, right.
No, you're
But I don't
absolutely
even
right,
know.
though.
Honestly, I don't even know how to watch it, man. Like my son, speaking of crying, my son had all his boys coming over to watch the Super Bowl, and I didn't know how to fucking put it on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was crying, bro. I was so mad. I couldn't get the fucking Super Bowl on my TV. You know, I don't know how. You know
how
what
do
I mean?
you though? Seriously, no.
Oh, hold up. I did the same shit though. I was like, how the fuck do you watch the motherfucking Super Bowl? What fucking channel, or is it an app? Is it this? I
That's
had
what
to
I'm saying.
download
There's so many different options now. I don't even know how the fuck to watch Raw. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what network it's on or nothing. See, when me and my wife split up, I had a different agenda. Let's just put it like that. And I wasn't watching wrestling every week no more. I was watching Ned, and you know. So I just stopped for the first time since I was 11. I stopped watching wrestling when I became single. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True to life. And when I came back to wrestling, I never followed modern. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still watch WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If somebody's here to get it on, I'll watch it. You know what I mean? I love it. I love to watch WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to even watch the modern shit. You know, I'm just old and dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't miss WrestleMania and the Royal Rumble. No matter what, I will watch that shit every year.
I like the Royal Rumble too.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I like that a lot because of the surprises.
But you know what? I have to look at my young nephew and I'm like, who the fuck is that? And he's like, you don't know who the fuck that is? I'm like, nah. Who's that? Who's this? Why are they cheering him so much? Why is he over? Like, you know what I mean? And he tells me, because all I know is Roman Reigns. That's it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Man.
That's
I
all
had
I
the
know.
best memory, man, when I took my kids to go see wrestling. We were sitting like second row or something, and Roman Reigns was doing the thing with the shield, you know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
And they were coming through the crowd, and my son is not a wrestling fan, you know what I mean? But he was so excited this night. He grabbed my head and like turned my head so I could see the shield coming behind us, you know what I mean?
That's
It's
dope.
just such a fresh memory of mine, you know what I mean?
That's dope. Because my memory, when I took my son to his first wrestling event, he was on the fucking phone the whole time. And I was like, yo, like fucking Goldust is wrestling. What are you doing? Do you know what I mean? I'm like, come on, man.
That's like a rude thing to do at a concert or a wrestling event. You know what I mean? To be on your phone.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And that night we did see Roman Reigns. They were still the Shield around that time and all that. So you didn't end up catching anything of the final boss Rock?
Yeah, I saw WrestleMania.
Yeah, that look, like I said, I don't really watch it anymore. And just like you said, where the fuck do I watch it? What time? Where does it come on? Whatever. I'm on the same boat on that. But man, that final boss Rock shit was dope for an OG.
It's such a dope reinvention of himself, right?
Right.
The final boss shit. I saw that and I was like, fuck yeah. I wonder if he came up with that or they came up with it. You know what I mean? But it's brilliant.
And that brought me back to wrestling for that moment. Once that was done, I was kind of back to, you know, all right, we got Cody Rhodes and we got Roman Reigns.
How crazy is that Vince McMahon shit though, man?
I was gonna ask you, how did it hit you?
Into that? Have you like seen all the allegations and everything?
Yeah, bro. How do you feel about
I have it all. Look, I'm not gonna front, man. In this world, there's a lot of people. There's not a lot of people that I look at as godlike, but Vince McMahon was one of them.
Yeah, me too, man. He's the only guy that ever dried me and Joey's mouth out when we met him, man. We both were like, you know, but unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
what they're saying about him. You know what I mean? It makes total sense.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Unreal. Unreal.
Yeah, that shit crushed me. I was sitting there in my room like, what the fuck? I was like,
Yeah.
oh, Vince. I was
I
like,
watched the same fucking thing on it 3 times. It's like this hour-long thing some kid made on YouTube about all the allegations and everything. I watched that bitch 3 times, you know what I mean? Just sitting back eating mushrooms like, what in the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
yo, I just watched one last night on YouTube that some kid made too, and I'm sitting there like, why? I was
Me
like,
too. I'm like convinced, bro.
It's amazing, man, but it's fascinating at the same time, you know what I mean?
Because that motherfucker created something that changed my fucking life. You know what I mean? Something that we could talk about for hours.
You talk about saying thank you to somebody. That's what me and Joey said to that ninja. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
We were like, thank you, man. Thank you for all the fucking entertainment. You know what I mean? In my childhood. Who knows what we would have been into if it wasn't for that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like me, I'm a card breaker and I stream every day. A lot of the shit that I do, I get a lot of people come in my shows and they love what the fuck I do. They love how I talk about it, and what a lot of it comes from pro wrestling, from being a little kid and watching these gimmicks and growing up, learning the way, whatever. And a lot of it comes from you guys, you know what I mean? But it's at the end of the day, I'm like, it's all gimmicks and shit, man. You just got to throw it up, make your shows, create your shit, and make sure you deliver. You know what I'm saying?
I think wrestling there's nothing like it. I mean, if you were to compare it, like you say, people that are into shit like wrestling, what's the second thing? There's nothing near it, close to it. It's so fucking unique. You know what I mean? And it's like, you have to create this character for yourself. You have to create this image. Not only do you have to be athletically available, but if you got to be able to talk, you got to be able to present yourself in a way that if there was an action figure of you, everybody would know who the fuck that is. You know what I'm saying? What is it about your character? What is it about you that makes you recognizable? You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's a lot of fucking abilities wrapped up into a wrestler. Yes, the way they do it, there's a promoter that'll give you a gimmick and all that, you know what I mean? But they still got to go out there and do it and become it. You know what I mean? So man, it's we got this guy 7'2", right? The Redwood Giants, they're called. I really want you guys to check out Lunacy, those episodes, man.
I'll check it out tonight for sure, bro. I got you, man.
And but we got this team called the Redwood Giants. When I was when I was at the MLW show, I peeped this guy 7'2", right? I was like, oh, okay. Then when I did Billy Corgan's fucking NWA, there was another ninja 7'2", right? I'm like, I'm bringing those ninjas together as a tag team. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even know each other. And I brought them together, and they're called the Redwood Giants. And one of the dudes, we just did three or four shows, right? Like last week. And one of the dudes couldn't come, so the guy Hurtful Kurt came, and I did the ring announcing on all 3 of these shows, right? 3 or 4, I don't remember. But every time that ninja came around the corner, this guy, you'll see him tonight, Hurtful Kurt. His shoulders are like basketballs, and he's 7'2", you know what I mean? And his face almost looks like Sabu, like he's mean as fuck, like he looks like Sabu in the face almost. And hearing the crowd gasp every time that ninja walked out, you know what I mean, was worth the whole tour. You know what I'm saying? Like it was dope, man. It was a lot of fun. Like I love that sound of hearing everybody gasp when he walked around that corner. You know what I mean? For some reason, when they're a tag team, they don't gasp like that. I think it's because there's 2 of them and you don't recognize how tall they are because they're both standing next to each other. You get what I'm saying? But when it's one ninja by himself, for some reason, you can maybe take in the height easier. You get what I'm saying? Like imagine 2 Andre the Giants. You know what I mean? It's like not as cool as one.
Right? No, you're right. You're right about that.
So anyway, you guys are gonna peep that guy out, man, and I think you're gonna be like, damn, you know what I mean? his partner's got a baby face though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we've been talking about making him go solo. You know, like just I like the idea of the Redwood Giants because they're two giants. You know, and that's never really been done. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Skyscrapers in WCW, but those guys were like 6'10". Anyway,
I've never even had the thought of 200 the Giants coming out. I've never
like two giants. You know what I mean? That's what I wanted to do, something different. Like when I peeped those two giants, I was like, man, let's bring them together. You know what I mean? But when the one guy couldn't come on his tour, I saw the other guy getting the gasps, people gasping, you know, and I thought, man, maybe it's better just to have him as a single guy and not use the other guy. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. We're still not decided. You know what I mean?
You're gonna have to make them two the Canes.
Yeah,
Canes.
you don't know who's gonna do the cocaine. You know what I mean?
Cocaine.
Yeah, it's you guys. Yeah, he's actually already a wrestler with us. He's gonna do double characters. You know what I mean?
Oh shit. So
That's
what about Manny? Why don't you have him as a manager or some shit?
Manny,
Or something.
I love commentating, man.
commentary.
Yeah.
Oh, you're commentating. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I love commentating, man.
I
know we're coming down because I know you got your show tonight, brother.
Oh, that's right. Shit.
But,
Oh, shit, my bad.
We do gotta
Yeah, just looking at the clock. 7. I gotta leave at 7:30.
Yeah. We're about to take it home right now. But check it out. We had a contest that we ran for a couple weeks, and what it was is all of our fans had a chance for the Shaggy verse, and they could draw any type of drawing of their version of Shaggy of anything. And so what they did was we released it a couple weeks ago. The fans got a chance to vote for them because we didn't want to pick them. We didn't want to be the bad guys to pick the winner. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I think we got a winner. Ash, do we got a winner?
We got a fucking
into the Shaggy verse.
Yeah, we got a winner, bro.
Hey, tell Jay what they win though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Ash.
The winner, he gets a fucking free ticket to the Gathering of the Juggalos, bro.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean? So fuck yeah. So the winner was number 2. I don't know if you remember him. What was it? Snaky 2 Dope or whatever? The snake.
Snaky 2 Dope.
Yeah,
with
fucking
the chest hair.
From Buddy the Undeadable. So Buddy the Undeadable, dude, you got the ticket, bro. Hit us up on the email. Huh?
Snaky 2 Dope won that shit.
Yeah.
He had the most people vote, man.
Yeah, man. He had
a bunch of people vote for him, man.
He got a shitload, bro.
My money was on Shaggy 2 Cute.
Fuck that, bro. Dude, you didn't see Shaggy
2 Pope.
Yeah,
Shaggy 2 Pope was fucking clean.
Holy shit. I was like, but hey, you know what I mean? What do you do?
Damn.
Fucking Buddy the Undeadable the champ.
Was it Buddy?
So you guys sprung for that ticket, or did you guys get it from Rob?
No, we sprung for it, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, definitely, brother. You know what I'm saying? You're our boys, man. You know what I'm saying? No, I know. But yeah, no, we sprung for it. And like it says, we had about nine contestants. They had 9 different drawings, and it was starting to get close between 2. Yeah, and we told them, we says, get your friends, family, check out the channel, check out the video. They got to like and subscribe and vote in the comments. And the last couple of days, they just came out the woodwork, voted for number 2, man.
What spot was Shaggy 2 Pope in?
8.
He was in 8.
Shaggy didn't get 1. He didn't get 1. Yeah, he didn't get no vote.
Damn. What about Shaggy 2 Cute?
Yeah, I think it got 1 from Dustin, bro.
Damn. Hey, congratulations, buddy. You're going to the gathering.
Congratulations, buddy.
Okay, going to the fucking gathering, bro.
That's cool, man.
I hope he really goes, man.
No, he almost died.
You gotta get the money, get down there and all that. You know what I mean?
So what happened is that he almost died in May after the Shaggy show. He flipped his car and shit, and he's still alive. So he's like, "Fuck that! I need to go to the gathering. It's my first gathering, and I hope I win this shit." And I'm like,
"Oh wow, that's awesome!
I hope you make it too, bro." And look, he got it, man. He manifested that shit, bro.
Yes,
That's
he
what I'm talking
did.
about, man. The energies,
He
man.
did.
I'm telling you, they end up fucking connecting and fucking working. It's how it
Fucking
works,
hell,
man.
bro.
Hell
Manifest
yeah.
positivity, man. Gotta fucking make that shit work. Like
Fuck
straight
yeah,
up.
brother.
So all right, well, there's that fucking but Jay, I know you're running out of time and shit, man. I gotta thank you, man. I gotta thank you not only for making my childhood fucking super fucking fresh, man, to this day, you know what I mean? To this fucking day,
Thank
it's
you,
just fresh.
brother.
I just
Thank
want to thank you
for
for
always
everything.
having our back, man, and supporting us all those years, man. That's the shit I really don't have the words, you know what I mean? Of how appreciative we are, you know what I mean? Every day, like I told you, every day it's on my mind, you know what I mean?
No,
And
that,
thank you guys, man. I had fun doing this.
And
oh
Awesome.
fuck yeah,
and
I
you
hope
know
that's
what, Jay? Like I said, man, we grew up in the fucking barrio, man. We were like, I'm just gonna straight up say it, man. We were cholo gang banging, drug dealing, fucking getting into bad things. And for the simple fact of your guys' music coming through and affecting us this way in our life, it's fucking amazing, man. It's
yeah,
fucking dope shit.
Awesome.
And it was funny. Before we end this, I just wanted to tell you how it all went down. We told Shaggy it happened through my cousin who bought the Great Malenko, and then he bought Shockumentary, and he
yeah,
was trying to get us in, and we're like, nah, man, fuck that, fuck that. And then he showed us Shockumentary, and we saw you wearing a Rayo de Jalisco lucha mask. And we're
Yeah.
like, why is he wearing that wrestling mask? And then he's like, oh, they like wrestling. And I was like, shut the fuck up. And then we started, and then we went into the string. It was over. That's
yeah.
when
Yeah, we don't just
Straight up.
like it.
that's when we were in, and we were like, from that day on, man, it's been dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Definitely,
Man,
man.
That's where it
thanks,
came
guys,
from.
man. I really appreciate this, man.
And you being on today and shit, it means
Oh,
it means the world to me. For real,
That's
Jay.
awesome.
I love you, bro. You know what I mean? You're the
Love
fucking
you
man,
too,
bro.
man. I want you guys to
You're
watch that Lunacy, man. Manny,
yeah,
give them my number so they can tell me what they thought. You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
definitely.
Well, before I gotta kiss your ass a little bit more. Hold on, man, because I need to tell you this. All right. You're a king amongst kings, bro. You really are, Jay. You really fucking are, man. And a lot of people that we know that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, thank
You're
you,
the
man.
fucking man, bro. All right, enough for the ass kissing right there, but hell yeah. Much love, man.
I
All right,
just
man. I
want
love
to,
you guys, man. You guys be cool.
All right, man.
yes,
Well,
definitely. I just
Thank you,
want to
Jay.
thank my
Gracias.
brother. I
Thanks everybody
appreciate
for
you for
watching.
giving us some
Woo, woo.
time. Yeah, whoop whoop, brother. You have a great night tonight, man. Tear that shit up.
Dude, man.
Go
All
get
right,
it.
you
Go
guys
get
be
it.
cool.
all
Hey,
right.
much
All
love,
right.
brother. Stay up.
Peace out.
I
Hell
love
yeah.
you, Jay. Peace. All right, man. Well, there you go, man. Give a thumbs up if you know what's up and give a thumbs down if you're down. Peace.
Peace.
Punk hitters are shit.